And hey, stay tuned. After this episode of Classic Average Guys, hope you enjoyed last week's back-to-back classic episodes featuring the Cal Ripken Show back in 1999.
1999, you got it, brother.
We were infants.
Hello and welcome again to another edition of the Average Guys. If you're looking for PTI, if you're looking for First Take, if you're looking for First and 10, go to another channel. If you're looking for two average guys talking about sports, rock and roll, and a whole lot more, you found it right here on PACT-TV. I'm Johnny D, and as always, Kenny K.
Johnny.
Kenny, things have changed. Good God.
Paul up at, our good friend Paul up at Tires Plus. Hey, what's up with John and his hair?
The Paul cut. This is what I call it.
I said, do you expect me to say something? The guy that had a 5-foot-long ponytail for 5.5 years?
No.
I said, he's just letting it grow. And then to my surprise, he looks rather dapper, don't you? It's a lot of work having long hair.
It is. And until you could actually pull it back and not have it get in your face.
Welcome to the normal edition of the Average Guys. John asked me to borrow him a couple of CDs, and I said, oh yeah. He goes,
Camping season around the corner. I got to tune my kids into some other tunes.
Burned. Can you bring down $1 Billion Babies and School's Out? I said, Johnny, done deal. I'll bring down my autographed versions. Neil Smith and Michael Bruce.
Kenny turned me on to Alice Cooper, what, back in 85, 86?
He brings his lyrics to life.
The Ballad of the White Friar.
Yeah. I mean, how can he not like Alice? School's Out, Looney Tunes, The Gutter Cat versus the Jets, Street Fight, Blue Turk, My Stars, one of my all-time favorite Alice Cooper songs, Public Animal Number 9, Alma Mater, and the grand finale. Don't forget $1 Billion Babies. This one paid the bills, according to Michael Bruce. Hello, hooray,
Is that what he said?
Raped and freezing, elected, $1 Billion Baby.
You know, we got a lot to talk about. A little bit later down, we got some hockey. Now it's starting to pick up. But Kenny, we got Manny Ramirez to talk about later on.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
But we got some Viking talk. Brett Favre announced he isn't coming, Kenny.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, they got him in a uniform.
Well,
see the front page of the Pioneer Press. Johnny, the best headline, the most clever headline I've seen ever. Favre fetched, and then they got him in a Viking uniform on the front page of the Pioneer Press. This would have been, Wednesday the 6th of May. Jim Souhan, don't bring this circus to town.
You know, I could give a crap less, to be quite honest.
Why?
I mean, last year I wasn't...
Is it because of who he is?
No.
I mean, that's got to be partially
60% of Brett Favre is better than what we're talking about.
Yeah.
This is better than what we have.
Yeah.
But, you know, I just get tired of the whole circus surrounding it.
Right.
Either play or don't.
Was the decision of him not coming to the Vikings because he wasn't ready to participate in mini camps or something else, or a combination of things?
Maybe Childress told him he had to compete for a job like everyone else against T-Jack and Sage.
You know.
Insulted him.
It's hard to say what exactly, you know, I'm sure some of those details will come out. But the bottom line is that I think it would have made our team better. And it would have caused a lot of heartache and panic in Packerland. And I'm not saying that.
That would have been the fun part of it.
You know, but think of every Packer fan. There's not a single Packer fan on earth that doesn't have number 4 memorabilia. What would have become of that memorabilia? Would have been trash. It would have been garbage. That meant those that would have saved theirs, the value would have increased. So.
Yeah. No, it would have been, you know, it's intriguing, the whole thought and concept of it.
Very
intriguing.
We
got an exciting team, Kenny. We just don't have a quarterback. That draft, Percy Harvin from Florida, he's a pot smoker. Oh, my God. You know, I tell you what, as long as he ain't beating up women and he ain't out there drinking and acting like a complete idiot, there's worse things out there than being a pot smoker. Manny Ramirez a little bit. Here, he's using female fertility drugs to help boost his testosterone and get it rolling after you get off a cycle. I don't know. And here we're fiddling and going, oh my God, he's smoking a joint. Well, somebody's taking female fertility drugs. I'm sorry. Something seems a little weird to me, Kenny.
Percy Harvin picked the Vikings' first pick, number 22 in the first round, wide receiver out of Florida. Second round, they picked a big fella. Phil Lordholt,
from Oklahoma.
Offensive tackle from Oklahoma. 6'7". Oh, I'm sorry, they listed him at 6'7 3/4.
Monster.
Bob Sansevier had a sit down with him. Phil Lordholt, that's the best thing in the game besides winning. when you can pancake somebody. It was a competition with us guys at Oklahoma to see who could get the most pancakes. I won that a lot.
Well, my whole thing, Kenny.
Look at him, he's a giant.
And they said he could have easily been a first rounder too.
Well, he's actually a Viking, but.
But the thing is, Percy Harvin, Kenny, we got an explosive offense if we had a quarterback. And Brett would have been capable of playing with it. Even if he had some, he's 40, going on 40. Harvin can do that wildcat thing that Bill Parcells and the coach down there brought, Soprano. You know, I mean, we're going to have a multi-dimensional offense. We still could use a go-to receiver, a possession receiver, just one more stud receiver, but everything's there. But I just don't see us getting to that level without a quarterback.
This thing with Brett Favre is not over.
You don't think so?
No. And I'll tell you why.
But you got to get him into camp, though.
He doesn't want to come back to play just to play. He wants to come back to play and be competitive and hopefully get into a championship.
No, I understand that.
Could he possibly come back to Green Bay?
No, it'd be the Vikings' turn.
Well, I think it is this year.
You know, and we're close, and yeah, we got money in the salary cap. The
18 million.
Yeah,
18 million.
The Wolves aren't spending anymore. They're mad. They want a stadium. They ain't gonna get it. And but you sign Brett Favre, you get us to the NFC the NFC Championship game.
Ain't that something?
That's a good picture, though.
I mean, that to me is one of the greatest headlines and front stories on a newspaper, whether it's a sports page or front page ever. Far-fetched?
Not since Dewey beats Truman.
Unbelievable. Pioneer Press. Sports editor Mike Bass. Brilliant.
No, I won't put you on the spot. But getting back to Beggs in his retirement.
Yeah,
nice reception.
Very nice ceremony. To see the alumni there, as many as there were, nice presentation. Kevin Snyder, who we had on the show, the man that hired him, the athletic director at the time that hired John Beggs, he was there, got to talk with Kevin. You look at the Big Ten tournament, the Gophers are second in baseball behind Joey Bonadonna's team, Illinois, the Fighting Illini.
Is it Illinois?
Yeah. Gophers have a good baseball team. Eric Decker was named the outstanding athlete at University of Minnesota. No.
Big Ten baseball. Oh, Illinois. Yeah. Kenny is right. Give it up to the Gophers. We're going to be in the College World Series, brother. But hey, tell you who ain't going to the World Series? Those Minnesota Twins, Kenny.
It's early.
Oh, yeah, but they're getting bombed. They're getting bombed worse than Berlin in 1945.
That's pretty bad.
No, I mean, really, like they say, how many games have they lost by 5 runs and they give them scores?
Well, you get a guy, a steady pitcher like Blackburn in there and he gets rocked.
Well,
9-0?
Alexi Casilla, who had an attitude problem 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And then they send him down and he comes back last year with a refreshed attitude. He played the game hard, played it well. Comes up this year, has a bad attitude, gets off to a bad start. Lets it get to him out in the field. He's a moper, a complainer, a whiner. Don't just send him to AAA. Send him back to the Dominican. This morning I'm watching highlights of Johan Santana, Mr. 4-1 with a 0.90 earner average. If there was one player we should have signed, it should have been Johan Santana.
Yeah.
Kenny, that's why they call them stoppers.
Yeah, we got go for him.
They stopped. So, yeah, But
Philip Humber.
It kills me, brother.
This I pulled out of the Pioneer Press. Tim Layton of the Pioneer Press, high school report. And here's the headline: Duluth East star and unlikely MVP. Did you hear about this?
No.
Duluth East's Marissa Yernatich initially wasn't invited to participate in the Minnesota Girls Basketball Coaches Association's All-Star Series, but she ended up being the Class 4A most valuable player. Yernatich, a 5'10" guard forward, was called up to fill a roster spot when the big school squad was hit with injuries. Yernatich scored 24 points, including a string of 16 consecutive points in leading Class 4A to an 85-61 victory over Class 3A All-Stars in the championship game at Edina High School back the end of April.
You think I'm not a crook?
Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day, Mom.
Hey, Mom, I hope you like my haircut.
Oh, John.
Until next week, it's cool to be average. Don't drink, don't drive, don't be stupid. Check out this classic episode of The Average Guys coming up next.
That's right. That's right. As Johnny says, stay tuned for an Average Guy Classic. Hey, are the smelt running? I think they are. I'm going smelting.